Hey guys, don't tell Anthony I'm doing this, but I'm inviting you all to be part of a very special nation. A donation.
Hey, no!
Hey, how did you get in here?
No!
Patreon.com/we have concerns.
No, that's not in the cold open, you son of a bitch! That's your one. I read the iTunes reviews once a week about,
Yeah.
and they make me laugh
They're
every single time.
They're wonderful. People are wonderful. Did you see the one where somebody said there's too much bro in our show? It said there are too many dudes. I'm like, there's only 2 dudes.
But that's all dudes. That's, to be fair, that's 100% dudes. As a ratio of dudes to not dudes, of bros to not bros,
I'll grant you that.
we're at a 100 to 0.
100% dude.
Yeah, we're 100% dude bro.
But it also said that we are loud and intrusive in their ears, and which I thought, you have to press play.
Yeah, podcasts are like vampires. You can't listen to one unless you invite it in.
Right.
This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Have you heard of hydrophobic materials?
Yeah, like hydrophobic sand where you put it in the water and then you take it out and it's still dry.
And there's these new paints that are so hydrophobic that literally you can watch water bounce. You drop a droplet of water, it will bounce rather than soaking in. You can put it on concrete. You can put it on windshields.
Yeah, a lot of useful applications for it in terms of keeping people safe, keeping things clean, stopping things from corroding.
It's kind of a miracle. It's making nature behave in a way that nature shouldn't behave.
Well, I mean, I think nature should behave that way.
You think everything should be hydrophobic?
I think the things that should be hydrophobic should be hydrophobic. Just saying nature shouldn't behave that way. Nature doesn't behave that way.
It doesn't. But now, behave, nature.
But now,
behave.
Do what we say, nature.
One of our listeners, Landon Barton, sent us an interesting article. If that is his real name. Doesn't that sound like a magician?
It's a great name.
Is that a magician name?
Landon Barton, I think, runs the Evil General store in the railroad town where we all like...
Is that a store for evil generals? Or is that a general store that's evil?
Wow. You're just getting faster and faster with these dad jokes. You're just burning them. You're just burning through them.
You can imagine an evil general store. It's like, welcome to the store, evil general. We have everything you might need.
It's just like Stalin and Pol Pot and like all the evil generals.
Welcome to the store. Do you need some cool looking epaulets? Aren't those called epaulets on your shoulders that evil generals might wear?
I'm not diving into this dad joke with you, so I'm not giving you the answer to that.
This is the whole dad joke bit I'm doing. Anyway, Landon Barton...
Might as well get everything you can out of your one, because that was it.
Oh, I'll make it count. Landon Barton, who sent this article in to us at wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com, is telling us about a use of hydrophobic materials that is completely different. It's in Germany, in a place called St. Pauli in Hamburg Mitte.
Is that where St. Pauli beer comes from?
This is a place where people party. Partiers party, drinkers drink, bars be selling liquor to folks.
Yeah.
Right? And there's this awful nuisance. The whole town is complaining about it. People getting drunk and just pissing everywhere. Just taking a pee on the side of the road, on the side of the wall.
That's not a Germany-only problem.
No.
That's also not a St. Pauli-only problem.
True. But this place, St. Pauli, did something about it. They took this hydrophobic paint and they painted the walls and ground all around where people pissed the most often, and then put up signs saying, please don't pee here. And guess what? People ignored those signs. And guess what happened to them? They peed on those walls, and the hydrophobic material just reflected the urine right back onto their legs.
That's pretty good.
Is that not the most clever solution to a problem?
Well, I mean, it's the funniest solution to a problem. I like that.
The best thing is in the video. There's a video that Landon sent us, and it shows a sign that says, please don't piss here. And it shows the people painting. And then later on at night, covert cameras of a guy pissing underneath the sign that says, don't piss here.
Yeah.
And getting sprayed all over himself. Because the wall just reflects back the urine.
That's amazing. So you pee, it bounces back. How much bounce do you get from...
I guess it depends on how much you're projecting.
Yeah, I need math about how much force I'm peeing. Right? Like how quickly I'm peeing, plus gravity, plus what angle it hits. How far is it ricocheting back?
Yeah, splash equals XP
Like, are these people
squared.
getting in their mouth? Because they should get in their mouth.
Oh, that would be amazing if there was some sort of system that would just reflect it upwards instead of outwards.
If you pee on the street, you deserve to get pissed in your mouth. That's what you deserve. In a public city street.
We need more than just hydrophobic paint for that. We need some sort of police force and a series of funnels.
You there? What are you doing there, buddy?
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I just need to go to the bathroom. I've been drinking all day.
Yeah. You know, this is a public place.
Oh, I know. There's a really big line for the bathroom inside. I was gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, me and my partner here are attaching the tube.
The tube?
Yeah,
You're not gonna give me a ticket, are you?
Oh, no. Don't worry.
Thank goodness.
This sort of thing happens all the time. What we need you to do is just sit down for a moment.
Oh, God, thank you. It feels actually nice to take a load off.
Yeah, it feels good to sit down, right? Here you go. Just put the funnel in your mouth there, buddy.
This funnel here?
Yeah, beer bong. Here we go. Woo, party time. Yeah. And there you go. Fucking Americans.
Oh, piss mouth.
Yeah, piss mouth. You think twice before pissing on a wall again, don't you?
Are you all finished up there, Rodney? We got like 14 more locations to hit over here.
Okay, I gotta stop and refill my Nalgene. A busy night.
Yeah, no, I think
that's actually police brutality. What we just described.
We did.
Oh, but you know what?
You know what? There's a certain fairness to it.
Sometimes you gotta operate outside the law. That's
Maybe
why
these
the
guys-
Punisher was created.
It's like the Batman and Robin of urine enforcement.
They're like vigilante justice, but specifically for just really minor infractions.
Oh, Robin, why did you go and have to wear yellow? It just seems too on the nose, Robin.
He's the Irish petty crimes Batman.
I don't know why you made him Irish.
Because he's a police officer.
That's racial profiling, sir.
That's just what I think of. I think that he's swinging his little billy club around. And he's
With
got
his
like
funnel.
he's got like a monocle, maybe.
I like it. He's got
and
like
a mustache.
a utility belt that just has a series of funnel
I don't
sizes
know.
on it and an Nalgene bottle swinging.
Wouldn't you rather picture that than the police force we have today in the media? Wouldn't you rather just picture a benevolent but mischievous cartoon Irish police officer?
They're just a couple of scamps running around, meting out justice in, demeaning but ultimately harmless ways.
Ultimately harmless.
Yeah.
Who hasn't gotten a little piss mouth in their time?
Nobody.
Everybody gets a little piss mouth.
You love piss mouth.
Well, you don't love piss mouth.
I mean, no, you don't
Wait
love
a minute.
it.
Do you love piss mouth?
I mean, everybody loves a little piss mouth.
No.
Don't most people love piss mouth?
I don't think most people like a little piss mouth.
My cousin loves piss mouth.
Yeah, I bet she does. I love future materials like this, though, and I love all the creative ways that we're thinking of using them. I just the public spaces in our cities are going to be so different 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah.
You think about the stuff that they're using, that sort of porous material that they're covering the outside of old buildings with that actually absorbs air pollution.
Yeah, well, it doesn't do enough of a job to actually solve the problem, but it's, baby steps.
No, but every little bit helps because they actually have a concrete that does it too.
Yeah.
So if you make a new building out of this concrete, the concrete pulls in the pollutants in the air, doesn't make the building look nasty. It's just made to do that. I mean, eventually it's going to reach its materials tolerance.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool that we're building these things in because there's no way to solve the problem at this point.
Yeah.
There's no.
Maybe we just build more buildings. Can we do that? Can we build a whole lot of buildings and paint them a bunch of times?
What if we created a material in a lab that sucks up the pollution that we're creating?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and then you're going to have 2 kids, and you're going to have 2 kids, and you're going to have 2 kids, right? Like everybody here is having 2 kids at least,
right? And
right?
stopping. Please stop at 2.
We're going to have at least 2.
We
like,
all
nobody
agreed on
wants
that.
1, right? Nobody just wants a kid. Oh, no, they grow up so poorly adjusted.
Yeah.
You don't want them to have that only child syndrome. No, you want them to have an Earth.
Yeah, but what good is an
The
Earth?
last selfish kid on Earth.
What good is an Earth if you don't have a sibling? Come on.
They can look out for each other in the vast wasteland.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, we're all brothers and sisters. Let's be honest. After
all 7 of us.
Yes, exactly. In our bunker.
If we can find each other.
Yeah.
You and your cousin will be shacked up somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Keep talking like that. Well, I love these hydrophobic materials. It looks like magic when you see it in operation. The idea of being able to paint cars with this now, and so you're in some kind of ice storm, freezing ice storm, and your car is completely pristine and no water is stuck to it. You come to your car in the morning, you don't have to scrape the windshield because it's just standing there perfectly pristine with snow all around it. It looks like magic when you see the water bounce off this stuff.
Well, it's funny. Every good invention, I think, works on 3 levels. It works on a military engineering level, right? Because that's who has to create it.
Yeah.
And then it works on a useful everyday level.
Right.
And then it works on a mall kiosk level.
Yeah.
Right?
I think this one we're starting at mall kiosk with the piss reflection.
Well, and the sand, right? Like you can buy little packets of hydrophobic sand and like play with them with your kids. And it's like throw the sand in the water, pull it out. It's still sand. What?
Yeah.
But like, okay, we can put this on uniforms and on electronics and on vehicles so people are safer in the field and we don't have to pay as much to repair and upkeep these things and blah, 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 blah. And then, okay, on a day-to-day level, now your windshield doesn't get all messed up in a rainstorm and so you don't lose visibility. But we all just want the magic fucking sand.
Yeah.
Like, that's all.
That reminds me of that old kiosk I used to go to when I was a kid that had the F-14 Tomcat for babies. Developed by the military. Now it's for kids. F-14 Tomcat.
I want F-14 Tomcat.
No, honey, just keep walking. We got to get to the food court, and we got to meet your mother.
No, you wouldn't let me have the flame-proof material, the flame-proof ceramics, so I want an F-14 Tomcat.
That was my mistake. I'm sorry your sister burned alive in her sleeping bag.
Now
I should have allowed...
only child syndrome.
I know, it's really sad.
Now I'm a weird kid.
You really should have more siblings, but we stopped at 2. It's not my fault. If your mother was here, she would explain.
I want a baby jet.
All right, 1 F-14 Tomcat.
Woo!
Don't fly it in the house. Oh, look what you did.
Why do we only have 2? Everybody told us only have 2. Overpopulation. Now we don't have any.
You know what, though? The air smells so much cleaner.
Yeah. I don't ever want to have sex with you again. We've been married for so long.
I know.
I guess those were our only 2 chances.
I know.
Hey, look, that sand is still sand.
Oh, it's still sand.
Oh, we'll take 3 bags of that.
We
have a lot more disposable income now.
I'm gonna fuck it. Honey, are you fucking the sand?
When there was only one dick imprint in the sand.
Yeah. And then I knew.
That was when Jesus was carrying you as you were fucking the sand. You remember that old poster?
I do. How could I forget?
Yeah. Are you a public urinator?
God, no.
Be real.
I don't. I mean, I've camping.
Yeah. But you're in the woods.
Wait,
Nature is made to be peed on.
Well, can we talk about
I'll pee on anything
long-term camping? Have you ever done number 2 in the woods?
Long-term camping.
Yeah.
Did you really just look at me and say, Anthony, long-term camping, as though
sometimes...
I would have any knowledge of that? Anthony, when you leave an urban center and do things out in
by
nature
choice
for a protracted amount of time?
Yeah, you abandon all of the technological advantages that culture has evolved to achieve voluntarily, and you go out to a place where none of that exists for fun and recreation. You strip yourself away from any kind of advantage you might have over nature and surrender yourself to whatever may come, be it disease, hunger, inclement weather.
No, I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun, and I would love to do it at some point. He lied. Well, you have to find like a place far enough from everybody else's campsite, and you have to make sure that, like, I don't know, man. I guess it makes sense to everybody be going in. Does everybody go in one place, or do you have to split it up?
No, you would definitely want to make your own place. But what I used to do on long hiking trips is I would, you take the toilet paper and then you plan ahead and you find a series of smooth, flat rocks and you construct yourself a nature throne. It's like a Game of Thrones, but it's less of a game and more of a necessity of Thrones.
It's like Game of Thrones because I used a word that was in the title of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. Yeah, it's
and
just
you
like
find
that.
Smooth, flat rocks, and then you construct yourself a nice little hideaway little spot where there's a nice hole that you can easily cover with dirt.
Yeah.
And then you're out there and the sun is shining and you're one with nature. And a bird, he tweets himself. He comes right. Not the tweeting that you think. He tweets himself, comes down, just lands right next to your spot. You connect with him. You look him straight in the eye and you just pinch one out, man. It is a beautiful moment.
Do you know that I feel like the fact that you are spending a large portion of your camping trip creating the toilet that you're going to use on your camping trip means that you don't need to rough it as much as you are. You clearly don't want to. Like, clearly, like, you would like to be on a campsite where there is at least a porta potty because,
well,
you should be out doing other nature things, but what you decided to do with nature is construct a toilet so you wouldn't be without a toilet in nature.
Well, because toilets are really useful things to have.
No.
But then when I choose to leave my toilet and go to nature, I kind of want to use a toilet, not nature. So I want to build the thing that I left, that I abandoned voluntarily. So that's what I do.
Okay, but you don't pee in urban areas. Like it's 2:30, you're stumbling out of the bar, you know that there's no way you're going to be home, everything's closed. You don't pee on the street or in an alley or something?
I don't.
No?
I don't. I think I did probably a couple of times in college, but that's not something that I would do.
I don't anymore. In New York, I used to all the time because, well, number one.
Because it's New York and it smelled like piss anyway?
Yeah, everybody else is just peeing anyway. Like, what are you going to do? Like, I understand be the change you want to see in the world, but one less person peeing in an alley is just, like, not going to make that big a difference. But, yeah, you know, the bars in New York are in neighborhoods that it's like, oh, there's a really cool bar in this neighborhood. That's not a neighborhood. That's a collection of shanty towns and warehouses and a cool bar. Yeah, this collection of shanty towns and warehouses has a really cool bar.
Right.
So, like, yeah. Why,
next to that pissing spot.
But no, so I see where, like, I came home one night from the bar and somebody was just peeing literally on my stoop. And not just on the bottom of my stoop, like on my door on my stoop.
Maybe he was trying to send a message. Did you recognize him? I mean, me?
He peed on my stoop, dropped a horse head, and ran away. Dropping a horse head is what we call pooping on a stoop in New York. But no, he was just so drunk.
Oh my God, I really have to drop a horse head.
Wait until we find a restroom.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, and I just came in and he was so drunk and I was like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, and it was like you were doing earlier. It was like, I'm sorry. Like he just looked at me, he was like, I'm sorry. And he just walked away still pissing.
Still peeing and walking?
Yeah, and I like had to jump out of the way of his feet.
Wow.
Because that's New York and that's life there. So I can see the need for this hydrophobic material. Because the other thing is like, it doesn't stick to my stoop. My stoop doesn't smell like that.
What if
you kick that guy out? He's covered himself in urine, as he deserves, and then he walks away, and your stoop is perfectly dry. Now, I'll pee in a fucking alley. Like, I'll pee in a back alley. And I feel like peeing in a back alley is fine. I just think, like, if you're peeing on a major thoroughfare, on the side wall of a bar or a restaurant or something like that, those are the nightmare people.
They are the nightmare people. But what if you have an alcoholic scientist who tries to outsmart the system and coats his own pant legs with hydrophobic materials?
And it just bounces back and forth.
It's just an infinite loop of urine going back and forth.
Wait! A trough of this stuff, you know, one of those trough-style urinals in a bar, covered with the hydrophobic material, right? People whose pants are covered in the hydrophobic material.
Yeah.
The trough itself is on some sort of like hydraulic balance system, right? So when you pee, it vibrates a little bit, right? And the motion and the friction generates energy. So you pee, it's bouncing back and forth.
Whoa.
The tub is vibrating. It's powering the annoying jukebox that's $4 a play.
It's a perpetual urination machine.
It's a perpetually. I'm drunk already. Hold on a second. I got to go outside and pee. Do the show close. I got to go outside and pee.
All right. I'll be in here dropping a horse head.
Are you a public urinator? Let us know on Twitter.
Yeah, you don't have to actually say I am a public urinator on Twitter. Just tweet yes. At Jeff Canada on
Just
Twitter.
Tweet yes, #IrishCop. I'm at A Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And then, you can also leave it as a review. for the show on iTunes.
Yeah, there you should definitely be explicit and say, I am a public urinator.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, go to iTunes, give us a 5-star review, because that really helps the show.
Don't review the show, though.
Never review the show.
God, no.
There's no point in
Why would you do that?
No one reads those things. But definitely put underneath,
I'm a public urinator.